To Rivers politics, I know you want to talk about it. What is the state of your candidacy now with Tonyeko being presented, and there's a sense that there's a sort of a flux in the politics of APC and the move towards gubernatorial politics in the state?
In fact, let me say this, with all due respect, I am a part of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu's political family. And I'm also a part of his own family. And that is a very separate thing from the politics of Rivers State. Yesterday, there was some funny letter circulating on the internet that I had resigned from the APC because Asiwaju refused to intervene in the politics of Rivers State. That is ridiculous. All politics is local. I have no interest whatsoever in the APC in Rivers State. I don't even know, when people talk about resignation, how do I resign from the party? I don't even know who the ward chairman is. So I couldn't have written a letter to people that I don't know. What I know from the constitution of the party, of the APC, and the constitution of the country, that there are several means by which you leave the party. And one of the means by which you leave the party is by joining another party. So resignation is just one of the ways that are available to members to leave the party. You can leave by resignation, you can leave by death, you can withdraw your membership, or you join another political party. The way the APC is sinking in Rivers State, it makes no sense for any politician that has serious political interest in the state to remain in the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State. So it's clear to anybody who is watching that the future of Rivers politics does not lie with the APC in Rivers State.
So the speculations as to whether indeed you had left the party, some traced it back to your reaction following the emergence of Tonyeko as the party's governorship candidate, saying that you had declared at some point to newsmen that you were still, vying for the office of governor or to run for governor, but you were not decided at the time as to which party you would run under. So that's on the one hand. So it would be nice if you can clarify that point for us. And then on the other hand, how the crisis or the seeming crisis in the APC in Rivers State could mar the party's chances at the presidential election.
Well, like I said, the voters in this country today are becoming very sophisticated. I don't think that the voters are as dumb as a lot of political leaders would assume that they are. I was just watching the news that you were showing this morning when you were interviewing people on the streets, and you will see clearly that the average Nigerian on the streets has a clear understanding of the political dynamics and the shifting sands of the politics of the country than even some of our political leaders do. They understand the trend of the times. What is happening in Rivers State is that I have no stake in the APC in Rivers State. I don't know anybody that is in the entire executive of the APC in all the 300 and something wards of the state. I don't even know who my ward chairman is. I don't know any ward ex-officio officer of the party. I don't have anybody who is running for any office in the APC in Rivers State that I know, except Asiwaju, who is running as president that I know. So I have absolutely no stake in the party in Rivers State. And all politics, at the end of the day, is local. And so it will be, how would I put it now? It would be irresponsible of me to stay in the APC in Rivers State and support a party in which I have no stake in their victory. So it is clear to everybody who is watching the politics of this country that my future in the politics of Rivers State is not tied to the All Progressives Congress. All and right. So at some point, it is clear that I would not, I'm no longer a member of the APC in Rivers State as far as that goes. But the purported letter flying around wasn't authored by me, and I know absolutely nothing about it. And it does not reflect my views and my opinions as far as the politics of Rivers State is concerned.
All right. With this now, is this a way of saying that you're leaving the political party, although the letter that went around, that is circulating, it didn't come from you, but your future is not in the political party, in the APC. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that I have no interest in the APC in Rivers State. And so it has been clear to all who have been watching the politics of Rivers State that there is no way I will be part of the charade of what is going on in Rivers State, and that I'd left, in fact, to seek my fortunes or elsewhere. So this whole speculation is really not relevant to the politics of the state at this time, because the APC in Rivers State, as I understand it, is not a ship that is floating very strongly. So a lot of people are no longer on board that ship, including myself.
So where would you, where would we put your gubernatorial aspirations now in Rivers State?
Well, Sam, like I said, in the coming days, a lot of things will unfold. But the issue of me and the APC in Rivers State, I think that was decided a long time ago. It has been clear to most Nigerians that, and I've said it severally, that I will not support the APC in Rivers State because I'm not part of it. So I don't know why people are still speculating and writing letters on an issue that I had made public a long time ago, that I'm not part of the APC as far as Rivers is concerned.
It is really very interesting to see how a political family can come to shreds. This was a political family that consisted of you, consisted of
former Governor
Amechi. It consisted of even the governor now, Wike, and consisted of the former Nemasa man, Kuku. How did everything just scatter? It's still some of the things that you know, concentrates the mind about the politics of Rivers State. This was a tight family that you could see in a particular room, joking and laughing, and eating and drinking pepper soup together. How come you all are in different places at this moment?
Sam, I'm surprised that you, that is our guy, is talking like this.
I'm not your
Remember,
guy.
I was with you in Lagos. Eh?
Eh?
I was with you in Lagos. Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
I was with you in Lagos, Sam. And I sat down with you in the studio in Lagos there, and we went through this entire conversation. So you're very privy to the answers. Yeah? So you're very privy to the answers of the very question that you're asking. The truth of the matter is that the center can no longer hold, and it's to your tent, so Israel. Everybody has gone, according to Babachi. So me too have gone.
But you know, the APC had always, you know, prided itself as having structure, which is essential for winning elections, and that had even been like some form of pride as against the newer parties, the third force, as it's called, who had been argued didn't have the kind of structure needed to win elections on a grand scale as we see in the forthcoming election. So how then will, you know, the APC get the needed votes in Rivers State, looking as the party is divided? You're a staunch member of the Asiwaju campaign team, yet your state, in Rivers State, of course, the party is in shambles.
Asiwaju is not the leader of the party in Rivers State, so he has no contribution or subtraction to make. to make to what happens to the party in Rivers State. That is the challenge of the leadership of the party in Rivers State. But I have said it here, and I want to repeat, that structures can no longer win elections because of the BFAS machine and the fact that Nigerians are now free, thanks to President Buhari and the Electoral Act, to cast their vote wherever they please. So if you have a structure and the people are not with you, you will not win. It is better to have the people on your side than to have a structure. At this point in time, what counts is the Nigerian people, the Rivers people, and what they want. That is what counts. And that is what any serious politician should be working on. To win elections now, you need people on your side. And that's what is needed. So if you behave in such a manner that you alienate the people, you disregard their interest, you carry on as if the people don't matter, and the people walk away, the structure is an empty house. And that's what's happening to the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State. It is an empty house. And so I am not part of it.
All right. In the coming elections, you and other members of, staunch members of the APC in Rivers State will all be working for the same purpose when it comes to the presidential election, at least from what you have said. Of course, we expect Amaechi will be working for the same person, Toye Cole, as members of the APC, Dakuku Peter's side, and even yourself. So although you have said that your future is not in the APC, but all of you will be working for the same person.
Cross, right.
How will... Talk to us basically how that chemistry, exactly, let me borrow that word, how that chemistry is going to work when you are not in agreement with them at the local level, but at the national level, you're working for the same purpose and the same person and the same direction.
The Bible says, "Can two work together?"
I don't understand what you I don't understand what you mean by working together. Every Nigerian has a right to vote for whoever they want to vote for. And if you all exercise that right in a given direction, if you want to, that doesn't mean you're working with anybody. So people are free to vote for who they want to vote for. I have said, and I want to repeat it here, that I have no stake in the APC in Rivers State, and I'm not part of it. In fact, I'd left long ago. So when I come to the national, and before I make my moves in the space, and I talk, they tie me up with that. I just hold my peace. But I'm not part of anything they are doing at that level because I was not involved. It was not inclusive. And everybody in Nigeria who was paying attention to the politics of Rivers State over the past 7 years saw this coming. And so I don't know why anybody would pretend that there's anything happening now that is a surprise. In fact, all through this period, the APC in Rivers State has always insisted that I was not a member of the party. So how is it a problem now if I'm not a member of the party? It was not as if I was needed for anything. So that is the situation. According to one of the boys who are resigning from the party in Rivers State, he wrote to his watcher and said, "My brother, I don't waka." Some are even writing their resignation in their local languages. Everybody is walking off because what is there is not strong enough to sustain anybody's politics outside of the politics of the individual that has put it together in his own interest. So I have left. I'm not part of it.
Okay. Well, Senator Magnus Abe, thank you so much for talking to us this morning. We wish we had a lot of time to because there's so many other issues we'd like to touch, but we certainly will bring you back again for a rerun of this discussion. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Abe.